Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, I thought that I would do a little bit of a get to know you kind of video. I went online and found these questions. That there are 100 get to know you questions. So the first question is, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? Well, right now I currently live in Ohio, where the weather is crazy. It can be snowing one minute, 60 the next, and downright raining and pouring the next. Um, the place that I would really want to live is probably Tennessee or Kentucky. I like mainly in Tennessee. I want the mountains. I want to live in the mountains. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I like the fact that it's secluded. And I'm someone that loves the outdoors. I love farming, gardening. I grew up on a horse farm. So that is something that I enjoy to do and would really love to do that. So the next question is, what would you change about yourself if you could? Um, I think really the one thing that I wish I could change about myself um is I really don't know. I think it would be probably just the overall tiredness of my body. I go through a lot. I have a lot of health problems that I'm currently working with my doctors on, and I think anybody that has that kind of issues going on would wish that they could change that. Some of the stuff through diet, exercise, I have been able to make better, but still working on it right now. So yeah. Um, what motivates you to work hard is the next question. And what motivates me is my family and myself. I know that when I accomplish a big goal, I feel amazing about it. I feel that I have accomplished something. Even small goals, I will set myself goals throughout the day, whether it's getting laundry done, whether it is reorganizing our belongings. Like just this past week, I was literally going through all of our cupboards, throwing stuff away that we haven't seen in months. If we haven't seen it in months, that means we aren't using it, which half of the time means we don't need it. So I tossed it or I donate it. I get rid of it. So, and to just have that organization and the cleanliness after that, that just makes you feel so good. So, yeah, it's my family and just the feeling of accomplishment that really motivates me to get things done. Um, so another one is, what is your favorite book to read? Well, I love to read a lot, and I also just found about a year or two ago Audibles, and I currently own 67 books on Audibles, which a lot of them are some of my childhood favorites. The Harry Potter series, Addicted, I know them word for word. The Twilight Sagas, I have all those books. Mortal Instruments, own all of those books. And I also own all of the books that are like spin offs of the Mortal Instruments. So I have all of those, and I have just found a recent series. It's called Fallen Academy. It is actually for young adults. So and I'm 30, so I consider myself still a young adult. um, Great series. And the narrator of those series is amazing. So I would highly recommend that to anybody that is looking for something new to listen to or even just to read. But I love them. So it's a really, really good book. Um, the next question is, what makes you laugh the most? And I would honestly have to say my husband. My husband makes me laugh the most. I can be in one of the worst moods ever. I can be extremely depressed. I can be just having a bad day. And this man can make me laugh no matter how I'm feeling. I mean, and half the time he doesn't even really have to try very hard. But yeah, he makes me laugh the most. So, and after 12 years of being together, I really would hope that he would know what makes me laugh. um, so the next question is, what did you want to be when you were small? Well, um, that changed a lot. I remember wanting to be an EMT. My dad was the assistant fire chief for the volunteer fire department in our town, and I wanted to be an EMT. And then my mom worked for an orthodontist office, so I wanted to work as an orthodontist tech. Um, and then as I got older and starting to know more about myself, um, I was torn between culinary and the medical field. I ended up choosing the medical field, and I became a state tested nursing assistant and a medical assistant, which after my car accident about 7 years ago, I have not been able to do the medical field due to lifting. So I have actually now gone into culinary, and I do have a bakery that I do. It's just an in-kitchen bakery. So I love to bake and cook. So and that's what I currently am doing, and now a YouTuber. I never thought in a million years that I would sit behind a camera and talk to all of you wonderful people about my life. I'm very shy, and so I'm hoping that you all enjoy that. So this is really outside of my comfort zone, but I wanted to give it a shot, so here I am. Um, so the next question is if you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? And I would have to say, if I could choose to do anything, man, that's a good question. Because a lot of times on my days off, I'm running around trying to get things done, getting laundry done, getting things cleaned up, taking care of my dog. I have a Siberian Husky. He's 11 years old, and he is my sweetheart. He's my baby. So I spend a lot of time with him. My husband and I will get things done that we need to get done. If we want to go and have a me day, we'll go hiking or something like that. So really, I think it would just be sitting down on the couch and not moving, watching Netflix, or I just discovered Discovery Plus. And yeah, so some of my favorite series that I have found that I can watch from season one all the way is Ghost Adventures. Love it. Kindred Spirits. Love it. And Dead Files. So I have found that I can watch all the way from season one to where they currently are now on there. So yeah, so that would be my day, sitting on the couch and just binge watching whatever I can find. Um, so the next question is, what is your favorite game or sport to watch and play? Um, I personally am not a big sports fan. Um, I cannot follow football for nothing, because I just never grew up. My dad would watch football, but I would always just go and do something else. I have watched some college, or not college, but high school football. I had gone to some games with my niece and stuff because she wanted to go, and the whole entire time my husband had to sit there and explain to me what was going on. So really, even I'm not a fan, but I can follow it, is baseball. I played baseball as a child, so I know the game, I know what's going on. And my grandmother was a huge Cleveland Indians fan. So when I would spend the night with her growing up, if the game was on, we were watching it. So I know baseball, I can follow baseball. Do I consider myself a fan? I don't know. Probably not. Because I don't follow the team. I don't watch it when it's on all the time. So, um, the next question is, would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car? Hands down, ride a horse. I grew up on a horse farm. We were riding horses all the time. Anytime we had a break from cleaning stalls, feeding, and we had cows and chickens and stuff, so we had all those chores to do, we were riding. Um, when finally we all grew up and moved away, um, my parents are almost in their 70s and could no longer take care of the animals, so we actually currently have no more animals, and I miss it. I miss the horseback riding. It's probably funny, but I miss the smell of horses, or walking into a tack room and the smell of fresh polished leather and everything. I miss that. I really really do. We can walk into the our barn right now and walk into the tack room, and it still has somewhat of the smell, but definitely not the same as if you literally had just polished your tack. Yeah, I miss that a lot. So definitely would ride a horse over a bike or a car. um So the next question is, which would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? I guess it depends. If I have to push mow the lawn or if I could use the riding lawnmower. If I could use a riding lawnmower, I would mow the yard. Because to me, I would put music on because we have a big yard. We have about 6 acres. And so being able to just sit on the mower, listen to my music, mow the grass and being outside, um, it's honestly for me it's very peaceful. It's very relaxing. Kind of just let your mind wander. Um, and I enjoy that a lot. So I would pick mow the yard if I could ride. um Who is your favorite author? Is the next question. Sorry, I'm reading through these to make sure because there's some in there about like your children, and I do not have any children, so I have to kind of skip through those. Um, but who is your favorite author? Um, I have so many. I love Cassandra Clare. I love J.K. Rowling. Stephanie Meyer. Um, pretty much all the books that I have stored up. Those are my favorite authors. I'm trying to venture out into more adult books. My mom is a big reader. She has bookshelves upon bookshelves full of books. Just this about 2 years ago, though, she's lost her sight in her left eye and almost all in her right, so it's very hard for her to read now. But so she's trying to push some of her books to me, like, oh, you'll like this, oh, you'll like this. But a lot of her books are like murder mystery. Um, and I have a hard time reading those. But I'm trying to venture out. So maybe the next time we do like a Q&A or something, I'll have some new ones. But those are mine so far. Next question is, have you ever had a nickname and what is it? Um, yes, and I currently still have the nickname. It's a nickname that my uncle gave me. I was adopted at the age of 2. So, the first day that he met me, he called me Annie, and it kind of stuck. He is the only one that is allowed to call me that. Um, and it's something special just between me and him. Um, so yes, he does still currently use that. And once again, he is the only one that I allow to use that. So because it's just something that connects us together. So that one is a really good one. The next one is, do you like or dislike surprises? Why or why not? Yes and no. Some surprises, like let's say like a birthday surprise, or sometimes my husband, he'll surprise me by taking me out to eat. Stuff like that. Love it. I love that. The surprises I don't like are the surprises that you can't control. Um, like getting a medical diagnosis or something to that aspect. Um, oh, excuse me, or something like Um, Getting that phone call that something's happened, or those surprises I don't like. But the surprises of like my husband bringing me home flowers, or one day he came home and he had bought me a bear that is almost the size of myself, and I am a 5'6", so this bear is huge, and he just came home one day with it and loved it. So yes, those kind of surprises I do like. And the next question is, would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska, and why? This is an easy question for me. I honestly would prefer to vacation in Alaska. I think it is absolutely beautiful. The wildlife there is just amazing. Um, and I have always wanted to go and visit Denali. It is just beautiful national park there. And the mountain right there is absolutely gorgeous. Um, I'm not a fan of the cold, so that's kind of like um where that kind of hits is I would want to go during like their summertime, which is a very short time period there. But at the same time, I think that I wouldn't want to just do where um they have like um cruises that you can go and they take you around and then you can dock, go in, see it. I think I would actually want to be like dropped off and actually do like a week or two of exploring. Maybe go and do some fishing, some trapping, what Alaska has to offer, which is a lot. They have so much there that you can do if you're not if you're an adventurous person. Now, if you want to just go and see all the shops and um all of that, then yeah, the cruise would probably be great for you guys. But for me, myself, and my husband, we're adventurous, and we would want to actually go do the hiking, do the fishing, staying in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. That would be absolutely stunning. So yeah, Alaska would be my answer. Um, who would you want to be stranded with on a desert island? That would have to be my husband, because I tell you what, this man has been studying survival skills for years. He watches Dan Canterbury, or David Canterbury, sorry. We watch Zachary Fowler. Um, those are just a few. There's so many more that I can't remember them all. But he is very good with survival skills. And it's just something that he's been studying for years. So I think that if I was going to be stranded on an island, it would be with him, because I know that he would be my best chance for the longest survival. Um, so yeah. So if you could go back in time, what year would you travel to? And I think this is going to be the last question, because this video is already getting long. If you like this video and you want to learn more about me, just let me know, because that was question number 32, and there's 100 of them. So if you want to know more, just ask. So once again, the last question is if you could travel back in time, what time would you travel to? I would have to say I would want to travel back into the 1830s and 40s. Um, Main reason is because I find the era fascinating. Just the way that people lived, the way people survived, um, back to basics, pretty much, where you grew what you ate, you grew what your livestock ate, and you lived off of your land. You lived off of what you could grow, and that's including your meat, your protein. You grew that. So if you didn't have enough corn that you grew for your livestock, you know, to me that's just fascinating, and it was just a different time period altogether. Yes, I know that, medical wise and stuff like that, that they were very um lacking in that. We have a lot more scientific studies. We're very we have a lot of advantages now. But I always felt that the 1830s, 1840s was just a simpler time. And I think that, I don't know. That's just my personal preference. Um, I'm going to throw that question back out at you guys. If you could time travel, what time period would you go back to? Well, I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. So every time I upload a video, you guys will get the notification. Have a wonderful day.